Hello humans, Master DInnerFlax here, bringing you the low quality content you deserve. And today I'm doing an almost instant update on the Dark Noble Knight deck profile. Now I made a list beforehand, like sometime like on Friday, and it did what it did, but literally not even a full hour later I realized this could be way better. So I made it way better. It's still over 40 cards, and it's still bricks. But first off, making it 40 cards doesn't fix that. If anything, sometimes you just draw your garnets more. But this has been so good that I've gotten combos to Extra Link and combos to just make Big King just unoutable just because of other monsters I'm setting up. So let's get into it. Since this is the dark version, we got triple Mali, triple Armageddonite, triple Greffer, triple Ishtar, and one this guy. I already explained these beforehand, so I'm not going into them again. Triple of this guy, now 3 Lady of the Lake. This card's actually insane. At first, I thought it was just kind of like, I treated it as what you think you would treat it as, rather than what it could be. So when you first read it, you think it's a really, really bad like Blizzard Blackwing card, but in all reality, it's Level Eater. The effect to summon a normal monster from your graveyard, you do it sometimes, but that's not the important effect. The important effect is that you can reduce one of your Dark Noble Knight levels by 1, and then special summon her from the grave, and then she's only banished when she's used as a synchro material. So every big Dark Noble Knight you summon gives you not 1 but 2 link materials. So that's really, really good. And on top of that, it being a Blackwing Blizzard is pretty insane. And then 1 Dristan, it's just another name. You want to search this off as old because certain combos require that you search a Noble Knight of a different name just to go banish it with each star. Because you'll be discarding it with the Nightmares. And then 3 Rescue Rabbit for your 3 vanillas. And then Ibli for some of the combos. We got 3 Unexpected Die. We got 3 Pot of Acquisitiveness. This card's the most powerful It's stronger than DDR, because you're playing Malicious. Any deck that's playing Malicious should probably have this in their deck. This card's so powerful. Yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. Then we got 5 equipped spells. I've bumped it up. Oh, 5 Noble Knight equipped spells. All these are pretty cool. I'm only playing 1 of each for A is old and B a toolbox, so that's pretty good. Then Phoenix Blade, this card's broken. Rhoda, Soul Charge, Reborn, and Foolish. And last 4 cards are just 4 Solemns that say no. And all of these are really good at saying no. Side deck doesn't matter because I haven't even been testing it yet. For the Synchros, we only got 1. High, whatever that guy's name is. And you rarely ever make him, but he's a good stepping stool into Big King if you need to. And like sometimes you need to, like, if you already have the extra link, sometimes you do just need to synchro to get your lady off the field, and this is one of the good cards for it. 1 Big King, I reduced him down to 1. Yeah, I really miss going into the second one off the first one, but anytime you want to make a second one, you can just make a link monster that kind of does the same thing, but he's still really, really powerful. And then 1 Little King. I cut the Brio King. I didn't like him anymore because just every time I was making him, like, it got to the point where I was almost never making him, and if that's the case, I'm just cutting him. So we got 1 of him. 2 Isolde. You could probably only play 1, but I like the second option just in case you get hand trapped. 1 Link Kribo, 1 Nightmare Mermaid, Goblin, Unicorn, Phoenix, Cerberus, and Griffin. So this is literally the full Nightmare package, and this is very good. If you don't extra link, you usually still control Griffin. And what's really interesting about Griffin, as long as you have spells and traps in your graveyard, you can discard the one you want to set. Like, I've done this a lot. I've discarded Scolding just to set it, because that would just net me a draw, and that's kind of helpful. And then we got Underclock, Summon Sork, super important. And one Trigate. I don't really make it. I probably don't need it, but I made it once, and it wasn't even to have a negation. It was just to banish something. So that's pretty cool. Like, yeah, so that's it for the deck. Now let's get into some replays to kind of show you how this deck works. I know some of these are going to look like bullying. Well, this one is, because I'm going up against Synchrons, but it's more of a demonstration of the deck I'm playing. So, Rabbit, search Big Dark, just for Greffer, summon Armageddon, send Malicious. Yeah, you know the drill. And yeah, a bunch of Link plays, Goblin, and then yeah, recycling Malicious is dumb. It's actually insane. And then Nightmare Griffin, we'll get that. Yeah, this is one of the weird things where I just go like full ham, but I don't make an impressive board, just a very hard to deal with board. But I'm just gonna keep trying to draw into cards, and my next draw is Lady, and this card is just so powerful. And some of these replays I do believe I changed the deck list, but ultimately it's still kind of the same thing. So yeah, now I just go into more links, and I'm just drawing into traps at this point. Lady of the Lake, bring yourself out, and I believe I make a synchro here. I make a synchro here, and I nearly kill him, but he has Call the Haunted. So I make a synchro afterwards, and once I do that, I just draw into Reborn with Acquisitiveness, which is kind of sacky, but at that point I just make Big King, and now he's got to deal with Griffin, like so much immunity on those Griffins, and I just negate his only summon, and that's pretty much it. He can't even get the draw, and now I draw to 4 for draw phase because of Unicorn, and yeah, that was pretty much it. Now this guy argued with me on how Nightmare Goblin works. If you discard, you still get an extra normal summon, even if it's not co-linked. For anyone thinking that, you can always double summon with Goblin if you discard, even if it's not co-linked. So, yep, we're going into the Wombo-y combo-y. So we got Goblin going off, there's the argument, and so I just keep going. I just ignore him because he doesn't know what he's doing. So yeah, Acquisitiveness, draw 1. And like he sends me quote proof, even though that proof is literally telling him that he's wrong. So we got Big King right there, and then yeah. And then we have a Phoenix right there. And then, so on his turn I would activate Acquisitiveness, shuffle these back, get a draw, and then have Warning live, an almost unoutable Big King, but more importantly, he's under a floodgate, and that floodgate is protected from battle and targeting. So yep, that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully you enjoyed seeing a video of the same deck like 3 days later. So yeah, that's it. Remember, Master DInnerFlax will take your soul.